Hi everybody, it's the Sing Song Man and I'm feeling particularly inspired today, and I want to read you a poem. I don't know why, I was doing some work on Black History Month and so on, and it reminded me of the time we went to hear Benjamin Zephaniah speak and read from his book, his autobiography, maybe only last year, might have been the year before, and he was absolutely amazing. And then you could meet him afterwards, and I had a brief chat with him, and he's such a nice guy and such a cool guy, or he was with me anyway, and I was very impressed with him, and I've always loved his poetry. He's from Birmingham, but he's of Jamaican descent. His mum was Jamaican, and he had a lot of trouble in his childhood, had to move a lot to keep away from abusive father and all sorts of things going on, and he had to change school all the time. Often he was the only black kid in the school. He didn't learn to read and write for years. He got involved in a few things like the church because he could recite things that he heard. If the vicar said a sermon or a passage from the Bible, he could say it back to him straight away. And he also became good at writing, not writing, but thinking of things to say in a rhyme, so sort of rapping it, rhythm type of style. He then also was very good at like taking things apart and putting them back together. He could remember how to do that, like bikes and car engines, things like that. He was amazing like that. And then he got into a bit of trouble. He ended up in prison, everything like that. But anyway, in prison he taught himself to read and write, and he's become such a famous poet. He met Nelson Mandela. He's performed for all the great leaders. He's a stunning fellow, and a lot of his poetry is very accessible to children and anybody, and I really like him. He's a fan of martial arts. He's a big fan of China and India. He goes there a lot and spends time there. He's a vegan. He's got all sorts of interesting principles, ideas, and language. Anyway, this song, I'm not going to do a song. Apologies. Let me know what you think, whether you think this is a stupid idea or a daft idea, or you like it or what. And it's just for a change, really. So this is called People Need People. People need people to walk to talk to cry and rely on. People will always need people to love and to miss, to hug and to kiss. It's useful to have other people to whom you will moan if you're all alone. It's so hard to share when no one is there. There's not much to do when there's no one but you. People will always need people. To please, to tease, to put you at ease. People will always need people. To make life appealing and give life some meaning, it's useful to have other people. If you need a change, to whom you will turn. If you need a lesson, from who you will learn. If you need to play, you'll know why I say people will always need people. As girlfriends, as boyfriends, from Bombay to Ostend, people will always need people. To have friendly fights with and share tasty bite with, it's useful to have other people. People live in families or gangs, posses and packs. It seems we need company before we relax. So stop making enemies and let's face the facts. People will always need people. Yes, people will always need people. And I think that's very appropriate in these times when we're very limited by the people we can meet up with. And I can't wait, like the rest of us, for the time that we can meet who we want, where we want, when we want. But until then, it's the people around us in our bubbles who matter most. And of course, they always will. But while they're the only people we've kind of got in some ways, the virtual world is a big, wonderful bonus for us. So from me to you in a virtual world, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my ridiculous project and putting up with the terrible singing. And keep going. Let's just keep going. We can do this. Maybe we'll get to 200 videos before it's all over. Who knows? I don't care. I will do it as long as anyone is watching or we are in any kind of lockdown. Okay? See you soon, everybody. Bye now. Bye, bye, bye.